So up to now, like on last class, we have seen up to where output values, right? So let's continue with loops and workspaces and dynamic block. Okay. So now, like I am continuing with the loops. What we are continuing for? Loops. Actually, this is not fully updated one. I have my updated codes on my local mobile phone. Okay, I'll use that reference for the classes. So if you see this one on the Terraform loops concept, we are going to two loops mainly. We are going to follow. How many loops? I mean, again, we have a lot of loops, but majorly we use two kind of loops. Okay. One is loops with count. What it is? See, as the name suggests, we need to use count. Okay. But to use it first count, we need to declare value inside the Terraform file. If you observe this one, like we have one instance and one IAM. If you see this one, are you remembering anything? This part we have seen it on list we have seen same part, right? Again, here also same. We need not to do nothing here. Actually, this concept of string actually. Okay, but here we need not to focus this concept. Okay, we are going to focus on for each. What we are going to? I will tell you what is the difference between loops with count and for each. Okay, let me take one example and tell you. So let me connect to the Terraform instance now. What is the command to check the configuration is correct or not? I said to check the configuration of the file. Okay, so I am logging into root user here. And if I go to LL, I have my Terraform directory, right? So go to insert the Terraform and give LL. You are having main.tf Terraform TF state. Okay. So Terraform state file, that is current state which it is holding. And we are having the backup of the state file as well. So let's open the main.tf file. Here we need not to use this block. I am going to use IAM user only. For that purpose, if I don't want to execute this one, what I can do? Go to insert star /star and /. Okay. So this one is optional. If you want to include the output, are you seeing only? Oh, okay. Let's do one thing. Let me connect to MobiXterm better. You know MobiXterm, right? Go to Terraform. Click on connect. SH client. Terraform. And we need to check whether our key pair is there or not. I have make a separate key pair folder here. Need to check Terraform key is there. So open your MobiXterm. Download. Why? That you need to enable settings. Okay, so let me click on the start local terminal. So my key pair is on desktop and I have a key pair inside this one. Am I seeing my key pair here? Terraform.pem. So copy your what it is? SH client. Okay. You need to click here to get into this link. Okay. This is the way you can connect with the public DNS. You can connect your instance by using DNS or IP address. Anything you can connect as per your understanding. So now we are into our EC2 instance. So let me go to. Is it fine now? Is it able to visible for you? Okay, so let me go to main file here and I try to. Okay, this is the thing that it is. It is happening new. Like if you try to connect from here and if you don't change, even if you're trying to open, it is going to happen for you. So let me save this one and terminate this one. So for now, every time we need to click on edit always. Okay. So I need to comment this block. Okay. Go for the resource block. Slash. Where it is? Okay. Actually, I need to go for insert mode here. Slash star at the end. Star slash. So if you want to remove, like you can remove this output block. So I'm going to remove this output block because I don't want it. So now I'm going to create the resource. What kind of resource it is? Oh, sorry. Caps is getting. Resource. AWS underscore IAM underscore user. Open the brace and close the brace. So before going to users, we need to write the variable block, because if you write variable block first and if you go for the resource block, it will be easy to understand. So write the variable block. Variable block. It is for IAM user, right? User underscore name. Okay. So open the brace here, close the brace. So default, first of all, like description, we are going to give description here we need to go to is equal to and like left it empty. After that, we need to give the value. Oh, sorry. Type is equal to what type we are going to use, because here we are going to work with IAM users. Users are in the form of string, but string is in the form of we are creating list. So we need to give list of string. Perfect up to now. And default is equal to, I need to give the names, right? So open the square braces, give user one, comma, and close this brace. So now I'm going to the variable block. So here I can write it easily. So first of all, I need to get the count, right? So give the count is equal to, so from where you are going to get the count? Index value. So give length r dot user underscore name. So you are getting the length from this particular block, user underscore names. Okay, we need to give names here. So I have given name here. Is it clear? And now, like where you are going to give the name, in which format? I am going to use the count of index. What I am going to give? Under where, if you see this one, it is going to be very clear for you for the user. So name, I am going for the where dot user names. Okay. So how I am going to allocate name? Count of index. So the first name is user one. Index is 0. Second name is count of 1, username 2. See, index 1, user 2. And index 2, user 3. So it is going to take like that. Clear for you? The same code we have seen on last class as well. But I will tell you like why I am using this one. So user underscore names. So like give the square brace now. So here count dot underscore dot. Save this one. So is it clear for you what we have done? So first of all, I'm going to explain description because not variable concept. Because if variable is clear, you can easily get it. Under variable block, I have given the description and what type we are using? String. No. First of all, string. String is in the form of list now. Okay. So the default values we are providing are user1, user2, user3, right? So from how this resource is getting these names. So first of all, I'm going to give the count. Count is equal to, it depends upon length of this block. Length of this blocks is 3 users. Okay. So then how you are going to give the name? I am going to give the name like this under var dot user underscore names on this block of index. So for example, here if you go, how many number of users there? 3, right? If you want to allocate, how it is going to allocate for it. For example, index is 0, username is 1, index is 1, username is it clear for you? So like compare. Okay, this is the same code we have written, but we have written in the form of which format we have written? With count only. If you see the attribute, what is the attribute we have used here? Count only. So this is count 1 and let me execute this one. So I'm going to give the Terraform. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, main.tf. And here one more thing I need to mention for you is here we need to use duplicate values. What we need to use? Duplicate values. Many times? Is it a duplicate value or not? Wait a second. User. USER. Are you seeing duplicate value or not? See, let's try to execute this one. Terraform init first of all. Because when you are stopping the instance, right? So try to initialize it one more time at least. After that, what we need to apply? Terraform plan. Have you got the plan? If you see there, number of resources, how many it is going to add? 4 resources. Clear for now? Number of resources, 4. Among them, do you have duplicate or not? Just to give Terraform apply and I'm giving auto approve. Can you give it? See what will happen now. What it is telling? While creating IAM user. Because why it is like already see this? Entity already exists. It is telling that if you want to create multiple users by using count, if we have the same replication, is it going to create? No. But if you see all these rest of the 3 users has created, is it created? But the default value which you have given, other one is not created, right? Exists, it is telling. So if you see here, give Terraform destroy now. Same concept I'm going to explain on one more type. Same concept. Okay. So all these users are going to destroy now. See how many destroyed? 3. We have tried to create 4, but it is created 3. Why it is created 3 only? We have duplication of the value. By using count, if we give the duplication, we will get like this. But if you use the loops for each, okay? See, the for each is little special in Terraform, and you cannot use it to any collection of variable. Like see here, it can be only used on set of string or map of string. If you want to use this loop with for each, we need to use either set of string or map of string. The reason why for each does not work on list of string is because it contains duplicate values. What it contains? Previously we have used list of string, right? Previously we have used it. So list of string is always going to contain duplicate value. But if you go for map of string or set of strings, you will never get the duplicate values. Clear? So the same thing I am going to do it on like this. If you see here, are you seeing the for each loop? Same thing here, we are not going to change anything. For each loop here, we are going to give as a variable dot username, and after that name is equal to each of value. So go to here and try to modify this main.tf file. Okay. So give it here. Like first of all, here we need to remove this one. Like let's try to modify this one instead of removing the whole thing. So here I am removing this only thing. Length I am not going to give because length is not required. So variable dot username for each. So give for underscore each and remove this count. Clear for now? And name, how you are getting. Name is each dot value. What I am going to give? Each dot value. Let me explain what exactly this value meant for. So the value is nothing but, for example, if you take 2, and here we need to modify one more thing, that is your set of string. Okay. For you, it will be clarity at that time. Set of string. Let's try to apply this one. I'm using Terraform auto apply. See, previously we got error or not? If you have duplicate values, have we got the error now? It automatically destroyed. It is not taking. That's the difference between count and for each loop. Count loop is always taking the number of values that you are giving. But if you have any duplication, it will throw you error. But using of this for each, it is going to take the value which is not duplication. If it get the duplicate value, it is not taking it. But still we are getting output or not. So this is the example of for each loop. Clear for you? And one more example for each loop is, for example, if you want to create 2 instances. How many instances? But you want to name instance 1 as Raham and instance name as Naresh IT. How can we can do it on multiple ways actually. One, you can create by using this variable.tf var files. If you remember, can we create? Yeah, var.tf. We have seen on staging and production environment. We can create it like that. Second one, we can create on workspaces. Third one, we can create on locals. Fourth one, we can create on command line. On this, all this way, we can create our particular names for the different instances. But among them, the most preferred in real-time scenarios for each loop only. What it is? So let's try to do this. How it is going to work. Return output is same for both options. So return you will only get for single block that we have seen on last class if you remember. Okay. So go for VM main.tf. So now I don't want to have all of this. So I'm going to remove all of this here. So I'm going to uncomment this one. I'm going to work for it. First of all, it is my normal instance, right? So here what I am going to do is I am going to write a for each block. Which block I am going to write? So for each block, so if you go for the top, okay, so write like this, for underscore each, brace open, brace close. Okay. So here we need to do one thing. First of all, host 1. For host 1, I am giving the name as Raham. And for host 2, I am giving it as Naresh IT. Okay. So now if I want to execute this one, so from where I need to go for the names here. So I need to give it as each dot I'll tell you what exactly is each dot value. So this works on key value pair. How it works on? Host 1 is key. Value is host 2 is value is clear now. But here why we have written each is, so we need to take the value of each block. So each block is this one, right? What is the value of each block 1? What is the value of each block 2? Naresh, right? Is it clear for you? But the thing we have missed is here we need to include something. We need to include. See, let me try to execute this one. You don't have code this on your local because it is additional concept, right? I have it on my local. I will tell you like how to this one. Terraform. First of all, go for plan. If you go for plan, what it is telling? Blocks of type for each are not expected here. What it is telling? Because we have make some indentation error. What we have done? This indentation needs to be on another format. Let me tell you. Like I haven't mentioned that on LMS on either as my this one. But give me 1 second. I will tell you. I have it on my local mobile. Where it is. Yeah, okay, got it. So everything is perfect. Fine. So here it is telling that this block needs to be not on outside of the main block, right? So then what we need to do is I need to copy this entire block inside my resource block. We go to here and we need to paste the for each block on where, guys? Inside the resource block. So what we are going to do is I'm going to make it available for inside the main block. Okay, is it clear now? So now I'm going to delete this block for here. This is the only step we need to modify. And another step, if you want to modify, there are some steps that you can modify as well. Let me tell you what are those. US West. Wait a second. What's the reason is -2. Okay. -2. Perfect. Okay. So now we have make up to now. So if you go for the tags, here we need to give one more thing, that is dollar value. What it is? Dollar value. So give like, go for double quotes. And inside, if you want to give instance underscore, so here give dollar each dot value. And this dollar needs to be on like curly braces. Which brace? Curly brace, and close the double quotes. So now you are going to get like this. For each is going to work on key value, right? So key is host 1 and value is key is host 2 and value is. So under tags, names is come. First of all, instance is going to come. So it is going to tag value for this on each block. The value of first one is, so the name is instance underscore Raham. And for each block, the value of second host is, so the name is going to be instance underscore Naresh IT. Clear for you? So let's try to execute this one. So here Terraform, one more time I'm giving plan. First of all, let's go with plan. On main block, it is telling something. What it is? Provider closing brace is missing. Okay. So if you go to your main file, the provider main block, you are going to miss the square brace like this one. Are you missing this brace now? Not resource, like on this provider block. So now let's try to execute this one. Terraform plan. What it is telling again? Each dot value has been context is unavailable such that configuration has no longer contains the value of for each expression. We should give underscore on where we need to give instance underscore, not that one. Each dot value I have given. Is it each dot value? Let me open this one more time for you. VIM main.tf. See this one where we need to change. Only one thing we need to change. Dollar each dot See, for each is there first of all. It is telling on for each, we can't support each dot value. So then what we need to change there? The value name. How to change it? Instead of value, we need to give. Then why we use for each loop? We can directly use that one, right? So just see that error one more time, and I will open there. So let me apply this one more time, and I will show you the error. So remove the reference each value in your configuration to work around this error. What it is telling? Adi తీసేయమంటున్నారా? So for underscore it is common. Okay. See, the only thing that you are missing is while you are opening the curly braces here, what the thing is missing to here and here is equal to. Are we missing is equal to? On for each. Let me try this. A main.tf. If you go to the top of here, have we include is equal to here? So then it is the reason for our error. Save this one. Do Terraform plan once. Are you getting the output or not? That's the only difference. Even if you miss is equal to also, it is going to throw the error. Everything we have done, we have mistaken is equal to. So now if I want to apply, so I given Terraform apply. So now instance name one is going to get a instance underscore like instance hyphen Raham. Like instance name is to Raham underscore, sorry, not Raham, not instance underscore Naresh IT. So let's verify it. So first of all, like without I'm destroying the old one, I'm updating the new code, right? So first of all, it is destroying the old code of users. So after that, it is creating. So if you go to your instance here, or like better, instead of going for console, can we check from here? Through CLI. Tell me the command, which command we need to use? AWS service name, EC2 describe. Can we use like this? Are you getting the instance name? So the second instance name is instance Naresh IT and go for the top. First instance name you will get. What it is? Wait a second. If you go for top also, you will get it. Where it is? Oh, we need to cover a lot. Yeah, if you go for the top, instance name, check for it. So Terraform T2 medium block. If you go for the bottom, you will find it. Security groups under EBS, CP information network, attachment, associate, placement, security groups, tag. Wait a second. No, not this one, not this one. Instance underscore Raham. Are you seeing this one? So instance first name is instance underscore Raham. Second name is instance underscore Naresh IT. If you want to check it from console as well, go for the console and go to instances. Are you seeing this one now? Instance underscore Raham. And after that, Naresh IT. This is the way of creating multiple instances with different kinds of name. Clear for you? Okay then. So now I am going to destroy this one. If I don't destroy now, and if I try to use one more code, what it is going to do now? Automatically destroying. So for that purpose, I am going destroying. I will tell you a shortcut. It will save a lot of time on real-time work. If you want to destroy, you have to destroy command a lot of times, right? If you want to press up arrow, it will take a lot of time to get the destroy command or not. Okay, but I will tell you shortcut. Give Control R. What it is? Control R apply now destroy, right? So give the command DES. Are you getting destroy automatically? It's your shortcut. Okay, this can save a lot of time on your real-time work. Is it destroying now? So this is about your which concept? For each. For loop. For loop is something we can create the same users on the loop of format. Okay. So loops we have given mainly three types. One is count loop. After that, for each. And the last loop is your for loop. So this for loop is pretty much simple if you have to use a programming language. Like we know programming language for loop, right? Same concept here also. Here what we are going to do is we are going to create three users in the form of loop. But if you see, are you seeing the variation of this? See, there you have used a separate block, but here we are using this only single block, variable block, right? You are not going to use the resource block. Okay, here you are going to use the variable block only. If you want to use resource block, you can also use resource, but I am using variable block and output to print the names only. Okay, I'm not going to create, I'm just using to print it. So what I'm going to do is just first of all write the variable block now. am main.tf. So you don't want this instance right now, right? So just delete all of this dd. And we need to make this comment. How to comment this one? /* star slash. So first of all, we are going to write the variable block. Variable, tell me the variable block. A underscore users. So open the brace and close the brace. So first one is description. It is optional automatically. Yeah, we can remove that. Even if you give like this, you can get the instance name like this only. Okay. So description, I'm not going to give anything. And after that, I need to give the type. So what type we are using now? So we are creating users. User is in the form of string. And we are queuing multiple, right? So multiple purpose, we need to use. So list of string. So after that, we need to give the. So if you go and see here, is the same code or we are like modifying anything different? Same code. We are not going to change anything. So copy this one. Sorry. User 2. User 3. Okay. So now I am going to write the output block. Which block I am going to write? Output. Output is equal to like user underscore names. Like we need to change this one. Variable, we need to use user names only. Okay. So output block is only this one. So I'm going to print the output values in the form of for loop. What it is? So if you go this one, like you are going to see this kind of format. Understand this one first, because without understanding, if you try to work on it, it is not going to work for you. So let me try to explain this for you. See, first of all, it is using which loop, guys? For loop. So it is going to print like this. Okay. Sorry, I have used one more other tab. Okay, let me close this one. I need to use this one. Okay. So value is equal to for. What it is we are going to do? Value is equal to for on for block. Okay. Name in which block? User underscore names. Name in. So colon names means we are going to use for block, for loop. So first of all, it is going to take the user one and it is going to print the name as user one. After that, it is going to take the and print the name of. After that, it is going to take the. It is going to print the like that. So this is the for block actually. Like I need to remove this one. So here I need to give the value. I need to print. So give value. Value is equal to, I need to give it as for user in, see, user underscore var dot user underscore names. I'm going to print like this name. Okay. So let's see the output now. Terraform plan. What it is telling for me? Just see that one. A reference to a resource type must be following at least one of the attribute access, specifying the resource name. Okay. If you see here, what it is telling, it needs to have at least one resource name. How it is going to do it for me? We need to provide AWS IAM, right? So without providing, is it going to print me? No. So we need to go for it now. So the same block we are going to write VIM main.tf. So actually you need to copy this one down. And I'm going to remove this one. So tell me the block, guys. First of all, we need to give the resource. AWS underscore IAM underscore users. So after that, we need to get the count, right? Count is equal to length of user underscore names. And after that, name is equal to, so from which block we are going to take the name? Count of, no. We need to take name is equal to, see, we are going to take the name. So first of all, we are going to take the names from variable block. So where dot user underscore names. On this, we are going to follow the count dot index. So close this brace now. Do Terraform plan one more time. What it is telling again? All resource block, we must have at least 2 labels. There we have missed a small part. Can anyone tell me what we have missed? A small part actually. We have covered a lot of times. What the small part is? Exactly. Example tag there. Tag or label, we haven't provided any of there. So give VM main.tf. So here we need to provide wait a second. So here give like this. Example. Give Terraform plan now. What it is telling again on line number 25, you are going to get one more error. That is reference type must be allowed by at least one attribute resource. Still, we have tried to give that one, but we are getting error. What might be the reason for it? Can we compare it side by side? Let's compare it side by side and let's check what is the issue we are getting. VM main.tf file. So you are seeing this file. So I am making this file. Compare this both now and tell me if you are getting any of this or not. So first of all, compare the variable block. Is variable block fine? We need output? Print. Okay, output we can print. Okay, that's okay. On resource block, is anything is missing there? Go for resource block now. Like I will go for this block. Are you missing anything here? Resource we have given. Example tag we have given. For loop. So here what we need to put? Okay, so this will be some practice for you. Let me go for here and here of count I need to give it as for what I am giving for here also. See what will happen now. Let's compare it one more time for our better cause. Cat main.tf. Give this one as well. Okay. So I'm comparing it one more time. If you see here, resource block is clear, right? like I'm going for the very first block. If you remember, for where it is, list of string. Yeah, here it is. Just compare this both. Are these both same or different? They are same. As well as variable also same. Nothing is different. But give Terraform plan, no? What it is going to do again? Same error on which block? Resource or output? First one is on output block. Second one is on resource block. It is telling AWS does not support resource type AWS IAM users. Okay. Did you intend to use data sources AWS IAM users? If so, declare using a data block inside the main block. What it is telling, we need to declare. We have given data block or not? But why it is still get the error? We need to give the main block. Which main block? This one is resource only, right? Is this resource or not? Then why it is still not getting? Just think logically. Compare it one more time side by side. Go for this one. So for each loop where it is, yeah. So if we see here, output block, compare output block one more time. Value for name. We given for user. Okay. So here I am giving the same usernames here and same username here as well. So let's try to change the output block first. Okay. VIM main.tm. Up to now, how many errors we have got? 2, right? So if you remember this one, like if you remove this one, print names. Give Terraform plan one more time. So previously you are getting 2 errors. Now you are getting same the 2 errors, but the still that same thing is going to happen. The source code is not going to change anything. But why it is not getting for me? Do you need to change anything here? In the place of user we give, where we have given, output will print the usernames only. Okay, it is not going to do anything. Let me show you those both. First of all, I'm going to show you error, and after that main.tf. So now both are in front of you. Like, what is the error that you are going to get? First of all, compare this output block. Output block is fine. It is not going to have anything error. Then what it is stopping for us? Resource. It is your resource block. Okay, do one thing. Like what you can do is copy this for loop. Okay. Copy this for loop and try to troubleshoot on like your practice. If you can't able to do it, I will give you tomorrow like why it is not going to happen. Okay. Try this one concept for today. That's enough. So what is your next topic, guys? It is your main important concept for today's class. What it is? Workspace. You will get a lot of questions on interview point of view. Okay, you will get a lot of questions. First of all, let's understand what is workspace. For example, if you are having test prod dev environments, what it is? You want to create infrastructure for test. Still, you want to use the single file. Still, you want to use the. For example, let's try to understand. First of all, if I try to create the dev infrastructure, okay, and after that I move to test, is the dev instance is going or not? dev instance is going to terminate or not. And again, if I try to update the code one more time as for prod instances, is it going to destroy or not? So to avoid this, which concept we need is Terraform workspace. It is your real-time concept. Okay, real-time infrastructure is going to be happening on these kind of concepts. So first of all, what I will go is I will go to here and I'll try to remove this old code. VM main.tf name pakana where it is. Okay, you want for this indentation, or else like let me give the Terraform fmt. Terraform still same, right? You haven't got anything. So there a logical thinking missing. Like you need to see this one, data and resource block. Okay, if you understand this one, you will get it easily. But don't worry, like I'll tell you. So I'm going to explain which concept now. Workspace. So first of all, I'm going to remove all of this code now. Here to work on workspace, you need to remember the local concept as well. Have you seen the local concept? What is the local concept for? To use the same value for multiple attributes. We have seen as staging and production, right, on our last class. So Terraform workspace, first of all, give the command Terraform workspace. By default, you will be on which workspace? Default workspace only. Okay. So it is telling that Terraform workspace. Global option workspace. Now select new list show. Okay. So give like this Terraform show workspace. It will show the current workspace. Currently, you're on which workspace? Terraform couldn't read the given file as a state or a plan file. This will show while attempting reading the new file. Why it is happening, just execute just any of this Terraform. Apply, wait a second. -- auto approve. So wait a second. This expression for each I need to remember, like vim main.tf. Here we need to remember, like remove this one. Because like we are not using any blocks, right? So I'm giving instance name as directly. That is like dev instance. What I'm giving? So am I able to create a resource or not now? EC2 instance is creating. So previously, if you give the command called Terraform list or show workspace, what you are going to get? You have got nothing, right? So next, try to give it now. So give Terraform show workspace. Are you getting any workspace now? Or else Terraform list workspace. What it is telling? Because if you see this one, Terraform list workspace, Terraform show workspace. But if you go for the documentation, what it is telling? To list the workspace, how we need to use Terraform workspace list. To show the Terraform. But what we have given here, vice versa, right? So I have given Terraform list workspace, but I need to give Terraform. So our interview, they will ask this. They will not ask directly. They will ask like this. Terraform list workspace is used for what? Directly going to tell it is going to list, but it is not going to work there. Okay. It is the way of what we call confusing you. Okay. If you ask directly, what is the command to list the Terraform workspace? You can go to the Terraform workspace list. But if they directly ask like this, Terraform list workspace, what it is meant for? Definitely by default, you are going to say that it is going to list the workspaces. But is it going to work for you then? No. So this kind of error you will get on the interviews. So for that purpose, I am explaining here Terraform workspace list. So now, are you getting the default now? Because we have only one workspace, that is your default workspace. So on default workspace, you have created a dev instance, right? So first of all, let me delete that one. Because I will tell you like why we need to delete that one. So delete. Sorry, I'm going to destroy. Enter. Is it destroying now? I will tell you now. Okay. Just now I have created default workspace. Like I have not created default, you will have workspace. So now I am going to create couple of workspace. One workspace is for dev. Second workspace is for prod. Third is for test, for example. Dev, test, prod, you are not going to have the same configuration. For dev, you will have T2 micro. For test, you will have T2 large. For prod, you will have T2 2 extra large. Right? You want to create resource for different kind of environments. But if you create a resource, if you try to create one more resource by using same file, is it going to destroy or not? But by using workspace, it is not going to happen. I will tell you. So the first command is Terraform workspace list. So how many workspace do you have? If you want to create a new workspace, Terraform workspace new dev. Is the dev workspace created? And you are on which workspace now? Dev. Give the same command Terraform workspace list. So now you are on which environment? Dev environment. Sir, if I want to use one more other command, how I can use this? Terraform space show. What it is? So this command will tell you which workspace you are on. Which workspace you are on? Dev. So now try to create one more environment, that is your test environment. What it is? And one more is prod. I'm going to create Terraform workspace new prod. So if you see this command, what is the command to list the all environments? Terraform workspace list. So how many lists do you have? 4. So currently you are on which environment? Production workspace. So now what I am going to do is, I am going to execute a playbook now. What I am going to do? Execute a playbook. So, sorry, not a playbook. I am going to execute this Terraform main.tf file. Okay. So here I am going to change one more thing. If we execute this file, it is directly going to create the name as dev. But I don't want my dev. If I create a instance on workspace called production, I need to get the same workspace name. So then can we use the locals concept here? So give locals, brace open, brace close. And here we need to give the name, right? So how we are going to give the name here? So first of all, give the value like this. So we are on which workspace currently now? Prod. So let's try to understand this one. It will be very clear for you. So here I have used locals, right? So instance name or value I need to give it as Terraform workspace. What I'm giving to you now? So you are on currently which workspace? Production. So your instance name will be production-instance. Okay. And name you are going to get from local instance name will get it name as production instance. Clear for you? If you do it practically, it will be understanding for you. So I am giving it as instance name. So here instance name I am giving like this. So given double quotes $. So I am giving to give it as now workspace, right? Which workspace I am giving it now? No, Terraform workspace. Okay. So give it as Terraform dot workspace. Let's close this one. It will be fine. So if you want to give the name, so from which block you are going to give the name? I am going to give the name from this block, from local dot instance underscore name. So what does this local instance name consist of? It consists of your current workspace name. What is your current workspace? Production. Production. So execute this one now. So I'm going to give Terraform directly auto approve. If you go there and check, see what it will happen. So the instance name is automatically going to be which name? Let's check this one. Prod, are you getting? This dev I have previously created on normal default workspace. Okay. But if I try to change every workspace, I cannot give the same name, right? I'm going to change it. Okay. Is it created now? Production. So now if you want to create instance on test environment. Okay. So if you want to give, if you want to create your environment on which, if you want to create an instance on test environment, okay. So we need to switch to which environment? Test. So I am not deleting this one. If you observe here, am I deleting anything here? No. So I'm going to do like this: Terraform select. If you want to switch, we need to give which command? Select Terraform workspace. Select, and which workspace we want to go? Go here and execute this playbook now. So I'm not giving any name called production or testing. Have I created any? No. See, if you see here, want to add, has it destroying previous environment? No. Why it is not destroying? Because workspace is changing, right? If you try to work, previous resource is going to delete. But if you are working on different workspace, is the old workspace deleting for you? No. So if you give here cat main.tf, have you specified your instance name as test here? No, we are using local concept to get the workspace name. What is your current workspace? Test. And your instance name will be test. So go to here console and refresh it one more time. Up to now, you don't have test, right? Refresh it one more time. Are you able to test now? This is the beauty of workspace. Okay, the workspace concept is real-time concept where you are going to implement. If you don't use workspace, your previous resource will be deleted when you try to modify the current main file. But if you use workspace, is it trying to delete the old instances for you? No. Let's try to create one more workspace, that is your Swiggy. What it is? So Terraform workspace create. Create is the Radu. You need to give new Swiggy. Okay, let me create it. Workspace is wrong. Here I have mix in K and Swiggy. If you see this one is Swiggy created now. If I try to create any resource here, what will be name? What will be the name? Swiggy. So let's try to do this. So we have already done currently Swiggy only, if you see. So Terraform apply. So give Terraform apply, auto approve. So now instance name is going to be your. Why? Because it is Swiggy. We are on currently which workspace? If you are working on one workspace, is it trying to delete resources on other workspace? That is the concept you need to understand. Is it clear for you now? Like why we are using workspace concept? So if we go here and refresh, are you getting this Swiggy now? Okay. So this is how you can get your workspaces. Clear for you? So now I'm going to destroy. Command to destroy is just use reverse search and give DES. So now we are going to destroy on which workspace? Swiggy workspace. I need to delete it on other workspace, right? So I need to switch for test and production and need to give the same command. What is the command to switch to test? Search. I need to switch to the workspace called test. What is the command? Terraform workspace select. Okay. So give the command like this. So because we need to save the time, right? On real time. So we need to use which one? Control R. Control R and you just select test. And just give the same up arrow now. Is it a good thing to work or not? Because you are saying a lot of time. Need not to write the full command. Just use 2 to 3 lines of the command. You are going to get the command automatically. And after that, one more workspace we created is production. So now I need to delete the production as well. But before deleting the production workspace, let me do one thing. Are you seeing your production instance running? Running or not? So now I am not destroying the instance. I am directly going to destroy the workspace. What I am doing? So how to do is, give the up arrow, Terraform workspace, delete a prod. So it is the command to delete the workspace. Okay, sorry, prod. Okay, I have given PORD. Yeah? Okay, sorry. I have given the prod as PORD, but I am giving is PROD. PORD is my instance. Pod. What it is telling? Workspace is not empty. That means if you want to delete the workspace, it is telling that in this workspace, you are having currently some resources. While having this resource, if you try to delete the workspace, is it deleting now? No. For that purpose, what we need to do? We need to select the prod workspace. What his name is PORD. First of all, we need to go to here and we need to destroy this one. If you can destroy and if you try to delete, is it going to delete or not? Delete. Let's try to do this one. How can we switch workspace? That is by using select command. History. Okay, you want the help commands. I'll show you. You will have a lot of comments, but we need not to remember all the comments because on real time also we are not going to use all the things. We will use only few things only. Okay. So it is destroyed. So previously, if you try to delete the prod, is it deleted for you? No. But now if you try to delete, see what it will tell. What it is telling? You are currently on production. So you cannot delete the production workspace. So we need to switch to any of the other. So first of all, I am going to switch to default. Go to default. Actually, these are your scenarios. The thing that I am telling is it's not the questions or it is not the content. If you are going for the experience, if they want to test your potentiality, they will ask like this. You are on some ABC workspace and if you try to delete the ABC workspace, what is the command they will ask? You are directly telling Terraform workspace delete ABC. But it's not the thing. Logic you are missing is first of all, we need to switch to another workspace. Then only we need to delete the workspace. So these kind of logical and scenario based questions you are going to get on your interview. You will know the answer, but you will miss the simple logical points. Okay. Those logic points we need to remember. Clear? Can we continue for 2 more topics? Yes or no? Okay, enough for today. Yeah. Okay, fine. We'll continue for tomorrow. Okay, on today's class, what we have discussed so far, guys. First of all, we have discussed about. Wait a second. Loops for each. After that, for loop. One more loop we have to do is workspace. Okay, we have to do one more topic, I think. So what is the other topic? Count. Yeah, count loop. For count, it is actually. So these are the 5 topics we have discussed on today's class. Okay. Practice all these topics. Tomorrow I will give a task. I don't give it today because workspace is a bit difficult to understand. Understand workspace today. Tomorrow I will going to give you the main assessment for the, not main, you will have main on the last class. One of the assessment for. Yes, sure. Because here, see, I have used the workspace name as dev and prod. You can use stage as well as production as per your requirement. You can create workspace name as per your wish. Okay. But on real time, we will use workspace like environments, that is dev environment, test and prod. If I want to create infrastructure for dev environment, I need to switch to the dev workspace. From there only, I need to execute the whole things. Okay, that's it. So online people, how the class for today? Are you able to understand what I am telling? Today is fine. Okay. What about remaining people?